We all know it's a day coming. That's going to be one of the most glorious days in our life.
Right.
And that's the return of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 9. Though whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from thy chief men thereof.
You know what I'm saying? You took us from the ends of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And called us the chief men thereof. Go ahead.
And said unto thee, Thou art my servant. I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord has chosen us to be our own servant. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, the Lord is whooping our tail because, you know, we're some hard-headed, stiff-necked people.
Right.
But he ain't cast us away. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he's just whooping our tail. You know what I'm saying? Giving us a little tail spanking because we're not listening.
Right.
As what a good father should do. You know what I'm saying? But when you do something bad to your father don't cast you away. He might whoop you over your tail, but he ain't gonna cast you away.
Right.
He's gonna give you that spanking, and that's gonna be it. And after the spanking, which spanking is over with, you're just crying right there. You know what I'm saying? The spanking over with. It's time for Pops to pad us up and give us a nice way. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of real sinner from both sides. You know what I mean? Go ahead, read some more.
Go to verse 10.
Yeah, look, yeah.
Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Don't fear the Lord because he with us. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, I mean, don't fear at all. Don't fear the Lord. Don't fear that, you know what I mean, he's not with us. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Be not dismayed, for I am thy God.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I will strengthen thee.
You know what I'm saying? He want to strengthen us. You know what I'm saying? And these last days to come, the Lord is going to strengthen this nation. We got the 53rd annual Passover
Come.
coming. You know what I'm saying? And every Passover, he strengthens this nation. I mean, last year, it was a glorious Passover. I mean, I haven't seen so many people. We had fireworks. You know what I'm saying? The Hebrew Academy was real thick.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It was a lot of brotherly love. You know what I mean? Versus, you know, the 10th annual Passover.
Right.
Versus now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can look at YouTube and see the 10th Passover to today's Passover. And you'll see how big this nation, and it's getting bigger every year. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get bigger and bigger every year. You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord's army growing before the nation's eyes. You know what I'm saying? You got some more of that?
Come. For I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
Right hand of his righteousness. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Keep the right hand of his righteousness. You know what I'm saying? That's his powerful hand right there. You know what I'm saying? That's also the hand that Christ is on. You know what I'm saying? That's the strength. You know what I'm saying? And this is how the Lord is going to conquer the whole world with the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? We are his strength. And we his strength. He's our strength, and he's our strength. He's our strength, and we is his strength. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to conquer this world. You know what I'm saying? But we have to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. So the Lord can make us his own weapon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can really really do that, you know what I'm saying? It's brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We have to stick together. You know what I'm saying? We have to help each other. You know what I'm saying? We have to build this nation. You know what I mean? And only the way we can do that through these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That's what it helps. Well, what else do we have? We have also, you know what I'm saying? We got us. The other part that we don't have, we didn't know that we have a supernatural military power. You know what I'm saying? That's going to come in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. You know what I'm saying? The Third World War. We get Psalms chapter 68, verse 17. You know what I'm saying?
Psalms chapter 68, verse 17. The chariots of God are 20,000,
Oh, man. Good night. Here we go.
even thousands of angels.
Good night. This is right here. This is what we got look forward to. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's chariot. You know what I'm saying? Which is a power from the Most High given to us. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning. When we left Egypt. When we left Egypt. You know what I'm saying? We had a chariot that filled us let us out of the wilderness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These are the same chariots that's going to come back in the Third World War. You know what I'm saying? How many did he say?
The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels.
20,000, even thousands. That's man for.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That man is a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's like 2 million.
Think about this, Salakia, sir, if I may. I mean, it says the chariots of God are 20,000. That's just chariot. Think about it, right?
Right.
How many men are in a chariot? Think about our chariot. We're not talking about the chariots of the Romans. We're not talking about with 2 men being pulled by a horse. We're talking about an IFO, an identified flying object.
Right.
How many is it carrying? It could be carrying thousands.
Right.
So this is 20,000, so times the thousands of thousands. You know, that's a lot.
That's more than a lot.
That's when they're talking about. That's around when they're talking about the 200 million angels.
Right.
You know what I mean? Cracking the sky. This is just a glimpse of what's going to happen. You know what I mean? When the Most High comes to destroy his favorite people's enemy, you know?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Russia came to invade Ukraine with 200,000 soldiers.
Right.
Most High just said 20,000 and 1,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if we got to time that by 20, 1,000 times 20, or...
No. Listen, Salakia, sir. It says the chariots of God are 20,000.
Right.
So how many? Think about it, right? How many people can fit on an airplane? You know the chariots are way bigger than the airplane.
Yeah, 747 fly about. It's a couple hundred.
200, 300.
Yeah, something.
Well, the chariot's way bigger than that.
Right, way bigger than that.
So you got
all cities in the sky.
20,000 chariots.
Right.
You got millions upon millions of warriors and soldiers.
Right. You know what I mean?
That's an incredible number in itself, right there.
You know what I'm saying? An incredible number that comes strictly from out of space.
It says even thousands of angels.
Right. Thousands. You know what I mean? Like that should bring joy to any Israelite heart. You know what I'm saying? Knowing in the midst of Third World War, we're going to have a military power to show up and scare the hell out of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Scare all living hell out of the earth. And these enemies from another whatever dimension, planet, whatever, you know what I mean, that they want to save you from, which we all know that is the Most High army.
Right.
In that day, pretty much. I mean, I can't imagine how it's going to be. It's going to be a frightening day that day. But we all know we get picked up, we get out of here. You know what I'm saying? We get on one of them chariots, and the Lord wants to tell us to wait. He's going to be like, y'all wait here for 1 hour.
Right.
Okay? And after that, we're going to put y'all in training. We're going to show y'all how to go down here and gather up all these slaves. Y'all like slaves, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, y'all get y'all pickings down there. All right, let's go. You know, that's how the angels going to talk to us. Like, dang, the angels just sound like from Baltimore.
Right. How about that?
Right. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how it's going to be. You got to go with that?
Lies, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how the Lord will come, you know what I mean?
Oh, Salakia, yes. Con, yes.
Sure.
It says, the Lord is among them.
Correct. Lord is among us. Go ahead.
As in Sinai, in the holy place.
Correct. The Lord is going to be among us like in Sinai. You know what I'm saying? Like that craft was over Sinai. He said the Lord will be with us the same way. You know what I'm saying? The same way. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to be a disc-shaped craft that can bring total hell to the earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we will have 20,000 upon thousands of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have nothing to worry about. Like, the Lord be like, I got this. Y'all just sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more, you know what I mean? The days to come. Let's get Mark chapter 13, verse 26. You know what I'm saying? He's just showing a little bit of the Lord's power. You know what I'm saying? What's to come in the last days. You know what I'm saying? What the Lord want to do to his people. You know what I'm saying? What kind of military powers blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans want to have, which is a very supernatural power. Something the whole earth has never seen before. You know, you can call it alien. You know, but we all know this will come. Say this people. Go ahead.
Mark chapter 13, verse 26. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds.
Look, this is the day, after the chariots and stuff, look, we're going to see the Son of Man. Who's the Son of Man? You know what I mean? Christ. Christ is the Son of Man. And what are we going to see? We're going to see him in the clouds.
Right.
Listen, he ain't going to be floating in the clouds. He's going to be on top of the church. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We're going to say it. But he's going to be on the church,
with great power and glory.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 27. And then shall he send his angels, and shall gather together his elect.
His what?
His elect.
You know what I'm saying? This is the day that the Lord is coming to pick us up. You know, it's the third world war happening. And he's coming to get his elect. Who's his elect? His elect is the men and women of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's his elect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The start, the beginning. He's going to get the people who started with us. You know what I'm saying? The Lord knows who he's coming for. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come for the people that's at the 53rd annual Passover. You know what I'm saying? Not the 6th or not the 14th Passover. No. He's coming for the people at the 53rd annual Passover. Who else got the 53rd annual Passover? And that's how you'll find who the Lord's elected. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Salakia. Let me start that over. Mark chapter 13, verse 27. And then shall he send his angels, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth.
You know what I'm saying?
to the uttermost part of heaven.
You know what I'm saying? The uttermost part of the Lord is going to gather us from all sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? The whole earth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're going to gather us from New England. You know what I'm saying? Wherever we scattered, you're going to gather us from England. You're going to gather us from Jamaica, Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? Some of us in Russia. We got some of us in Ukraine. That's what the Lord's going to gather from. You know what I'm saying? All parts of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We scattered everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We got some Israelites that's in Africa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got Israelites that's in Iceland. Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? We got some Israelites that's in Filipinos. We got some Japanese Israelites. You know what I'm saying? They everywhere. We scattered, and the Lord is coming to get all of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All of them. You got any more of that?
We go to the next one.
What is that? 27?
28.
No, let me get Acts chapter 1 verse 9. We should show you. You know what I mean? How you get it. And we just read Mark, our Lord, He will come into, you know what I mean? The Lord will come in a cloud, you know what I'm saying?
Acts chapter 1, verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up.
This is the Lord. This is the Lord that rose from the grave. You know what I mean? And you ain't never going to hear this in the Christian church, you know what I'm saying? But they say the Lord rose, okay? The Lord rose up and, you know, he went to the clouds, you understand? But right here, we're showing you that it is you know what I mean? It wasn't just the Lord. The army came to pick the Lord up. You know what I mean? That's how he rose up from the grave. He didn't just raised up and float to goddamn clouds. We want to see what the scriptures say. Lord, read.
And a cloud received him out of their sight. A cloud received him out of their sight.
A cloud received Christ out of their sight. You know what I'm saying? A cloud. Now, 6,000, 7,000 years ago, it's only supposed to be birds and clouds in the sky. But they said a great cloud. A cloud received him. You know what I'm saying? Now, we know what a cloud looks like, right?
Right.
But let's read some more. Let's see how this cloud looks. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up.
As he went up, and look, we got the people, they say Christ go up into this cloud, right? So go ahead.
Behold, two men stood by them in white apparel.
Oh, two men did what?
Two men stood by them in white apparel.
You ever heard that in church? You ever heard that in church?
Was two men stood.
Two men grabbed Christ as he was coming up to the cloud.
Lie, never heard that.
Well, you have heard he raised up
Right.
and floated to the cloud.
Right.
But you ain't never heard the two men grab him.
Right.
Like that. Let's grab him, put him into his royal seat and everything. You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord's army coming to collect Christ. But see what they say in the last on this last go right here. Go ahead and read.
Verse 11. Which also said, Ye men of Galilee.
You know what I'm saying? He's talking to the people that are looking up and saying these people will receive Christ. Go ahead.
Why stand ye gazing up into heaven?
You know what I'm saying? Why y'all sitting here gazing up? You know what I mean? Check this out. Go ahead.
This same Jesus, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
You know what I'm saying? And see what we just read is the same way Christ is going to come back. He's going to come back in a great cloud, which is a chariot, which is a IFO, which is the oppressor called a UFO. You know what I'm saying? And he's coming back in the same manner to take over this earth and give it back to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native America. The Native American body lives happily ever after. The white man is in chains. The other nations are in check.
Right.
And this earth is going to be controlled and reigned by blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans for generations and for eternity. In righteousness. And with that, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Nahana. We've been here since 1969, telling you that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible and our oppressor, which is caveman. You know what the caveman is the devil about to speak something with that. We're going to pass the class over to Officer of the Thumb in Chicago. Clap it up, clap it up.
Excellent class. Excellent class.
Let me go this way. Right.
Wow, that's real.
We good.
Security announcement.
Slack.
We're the Isupk out of 1 West and 25th Street, Harlem, New York.
It's a little better.
Security, yeah. Security announcements. We are Isupk out of 1 West and 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. That means they are to be saluted home. They are here to shed themselves to the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a particular person. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry a child, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3. 8-10 means 10th in the Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10th of every penny of an increase the Lord gives, you give to the Treasury Department to teach. Pre-fund. Free will offering, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give, up and coming over convocation. And you know we got the Passover coming up.
Right.
Get your funds ready.
Right.
Start booking them flights, start making them hotel arrangements. Man, it's gonna be a glorious time. You're gonna be there, what's that, from, what's that, 12 to the 16th, right?
Yeah.
12 to the 16th.
Yeah.
I think they have that
Fishing trip on it.
fishing trip on the 12th.
Yeah.
With the generals. You know,
No, I think it's on 11th.
12th.
Monday?
It was 12th.
Oh, it's okay. Slack.
Fishing trip with the generals, so if y'all like that fishing thing, I am, but I ain't gonna be there for that. You know? But get your fishing rods ready. Get your tackle, get your bait.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Make sure you get your life jacket just in case you never know. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
might fall in trying to pull out one of the big fishes out of that ocean or whatever, you know?
Right.
Get it done, you know?
Right, right.
And it's gonna be a nice time. You know what I mean? Down in Cocoa Beach, Florida, too.
Yeah.
That's gonna be beautiful.
Right.
Man, I ain't never been to Florida.
You ain't never been to Florida?
No, never.
Wow.
That's gonna be glorious right there.
Wow.
That's gonna be an experience.
Yeah.
You can get our ass kicked down with you. That's Hebrew Catholic.
You right.
I might not even have no
Y'all gonna have alligators and all that around it.
No.
Right. Right.
Remind Akram and Aquarium to check on social media such as isubk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, so on for ISUBK events and material. If the brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is starting all black, which means black boots, pants, shirts, headbands, and scarf. And we definitely get one courtesy salute to the teacher, Israel. Mike Shabbat, Mike Rock, Yahweh Shimei Shabbat Thumb.
Y'all about Shimei Shabbat Thumb.
God give him a time. Class dismissed. Right. Got that?
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, boy, this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Just when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword.